Scorpios, how we doing? All right, we're going to be doing your weekly from the 24th to the 30th. Get an idea of what's going on. We're using the Dark Magic Oracle. All right, let's get into this. What do we got going on for Scorpios? What do they need to know this week? All right, we're not going to take all of that. So we'll put them back in and reshuffle. What do we have going on for the beautiful Scorpios? All right, there we go. Friends forever. Grow together individually. I like that. And on the bottom, we have reveal. Express the real you. And see those pretty wings? It's interesting. It's like taking off the mask, but revealing who you are. So this might be a week to reveal who you are. And I feel like with this Friends Forever, grow together individually, is like you can grow with somebody, but also grow as your own person. So maybe that's what you're needing to do this week, or what you're kind of focused on this week is starting to be who you are and seeing how that grows with the people around you. Like that. It's really nice. We have 7 and 3. Might be important to you this week. All right, let's see what's going on. What do we have going on for Scorpios? Ooh, feeling that confident boost right there. Feeling a little confident, maybe waiting for things to start to flow in your favor too. But we do have this devil. Could talk about codependency, especially with that growing together. We have the Page of Wands. It's like having some kind of inspired idea. Let's see what else we got. Kind of like the more independent you start to feel, it's kind of like treading backwards a little bit, especially because you have that in your background of like, am I doing this right? And I feel like you are, whatever it is. You know, there might be some kind of ending, or this might be some kind of ending. You got Judgment. It's like having a judgment call. I don't know. I'm liking it so far. All right, give me 2 more. That's that Chariot. Ooh, 1 fell on the floor. And the Moon. Could be dealing with a Cancer this week. Or Capricorn. Yeah, I feel like it's definitely about confidence this week, knowing who you are and being able to shine. But that also pulls back to having a little regret about a situation. And I feel like the more confidence you start to reveal to yourself, you always go through that struggle of regret or remorse or just kind of looking back a little bit. And it might just be like giving you a little bit of anxiety this week, but I feel like whatever it is with that Page of Swords, that's something that needs to be communicated this week. But your overall energy is that Queen of Pentacles, which is beautiful. It's about nurturing yourself, who you want, being aligned with your soul ground, being very, very grounded and real. I really like this. And this is beautiful. But we have the 9 of Pentacles with the 6 of Wands. So whatever it is that you're nurturing or whatever it is that you're trying to create, you're feeling grounded. I feel like it brings this air of confidence and victory towards you. And I think the advice is to don't get stuck in your head this week about it. keep pushing forward with that Chariot. It's like having the willpower and the action to keep moving and to keep being who you are. And there's nothing wrong with that. When you have people or friends around you that start to see you grow, it's definitely kind of a nerve-wracking energy. But we do have this idea popping up, and it's like having inspired action and not really knowing what the outcome's going to be, but I feel like you're okay with that. But I really like this. This is really, really nice. And I feel like it's letting go of maybe some codependent energy and kind of getting out of that. And that could be that devil talking is like that codependent energy, and that you need to start shifting away from that with that Chariot and start focusing on your own dreams, your own passions, even though you really can't see the bigger picture at the moment, or you can't really see quite ahead of you, but that's okay. Just keep doing what you're doing. Keep focusing on small victories. Keep focusing on your confidence. Keep focusing on your self-esteem. Keep focusing on who you are. I feel like that's a really good message. I like that. I didn't even draw you in a vise. Sun's coming out a lot lately. I feel like the more clear you are about intentions, or the more you are able to open and speak up, and because the swords are about communication, it's all mental energy. The more you're aware of it, I feel like the brighter you start to be. And I really like that. And I feel like there's going to be balance to a situation. So take that how it resonates. All right. We're going to move on to our whatever it is that comes out. We're using the Fortune Home something, Dreamy Home Fortune. All right. What do we got going on for my beautiful Scorpios? Okay. The toilet came out. I love when the toilet comes out, because this always reminds me of flushing the dead energy down the toilet. It's like, I don't need it anymore. Please go. All right. Give me one more, please. Thank you. Here's your light bulb moment. There's that clarity, that open. The creativity, the shine, the temptations, when you're drawn to something. And that could be what that Ace of Swords was too, is being drawn to those new, brighter ideas and that inspiration that you have. And it's also being pulled towards your own shine. And I feel like that's why Reveal the Real You is here. Embrace it, love it, nurture it. And then we have Nursery Room. I really like it. It's about innocence and curiosity, and that's kind of that Page of Wands energy where you try new ideas, and it's like a spark that ignites you. And then we have Toilet. It's empty, chaos, and restarts. Really like it. It's like flushing that old energy down the toilet and starting something new. And then we have Home Gym. And that is about pushing through the pain and having some kind of breakthrough. So I feel like if you're dealing with some kind of codependent issue and you're trying to break free of that, and you're trying to grow on your own, I feel like this is definitely a good week to stand your ground and be who you are. And know that you guys can grow together, but you can also grow individually and kind of meet in the middle. And it's about maybe bringing a little creativity to the situation and, exploring different options and allowing I feel like anything that weighs you down or makes you feel heavy is flushing it down the toilet and just being done with it. And knowing that it's going to cause a little bit of pain, but you're going to have to push through because you're almost there to a breakthrough. I really like that. And I really like the fact that there's this black and white concept here. It's like, I really like this deck because it has the comparison of you can't really have one without the other, and they kind of balance each other out. All right, let's grab you a key oracle, get you a heart, and let you be on with your week. What do we have going on for my beautiful Scorpios this week? What's their advice they need to know right now? I'm not taking all that. There's like 15 cards. What do we got going on for Scorpios? We'll take that. We have the Fire Gate Key. Purification. Fire cleanses the past, burn away hindrance, step through lighter. So I feel like that's kind of that flushing of the energy. Find your passion, find your drive. All right. And the rest will seem to fade away. We have the Dusk Key ending. Endings bring rest. Peace unlocks surrender. The dusk holds beauty. I like it. There's always light after the dark. And I feel like if this was a breakup, because we did see that 10 of Swords, some kind of a painful ending, I feel like it's really telling you to be who you are, trust who you are, and know that endings will bring new beginnings, and allow yourself to shine. You know? All right, let's grab you a hard truth. All right, what do we have going on? What is it Scorpios need to know? What's their hard truth this week? We got 2. We have lies. You're lying to yourself and those around you. There's a secret that needs to emerge for true alignment to occur. So this might be you being more open and honest. And then we have right time. Conditions are ideal and the timing is aligned. Your efforts will be met with positive outcomes. Take action with confidence. And we were speaking about that earlier, about taking action and being confident in your moves. All right, my beautiful Scorpios, that's what I have for you. I love it. I will see you next week. Bye, guys.